Breaking news, June 13, 2025. The Middle East is on fire again. In a sudden and massive escalation, Israel has launched a full-scale military operation, codenamed Operation Rising Lions, striking deep inside Iranian territory. Multiple confirmed airstrikes have hit high-value targets, including Iran's Natanz nuclear enrichment facility, ballistic missile plants, and top-tier Revolutionary Guard military bases near Tehran. Among the dead are key Iranian figures: IRGC Commander General Hossein Salami, Armed Forces Chief General Mohammad Bagheri, and two senior nuclear scientists Feridun Abbasi and Mohammad Mehdi Trey-Ranki, marking a catastrophic blow to Iran's military and scientific leadership. Civilian casualties have also been reported in densely populated districts like Sharaki Mabalati in Tehran, as Israeli missiles pierce through both command centers and nearby residential zones. In total, over 40 Iranian officials and nuclear experts have reportedly been killed, with dozens of installations damaged or destroyed. Israel claims the strikes were preemptive, aimed at neutralizing what it described as an immediate and existential threat posed by Iran's accelerating nuclear program and growing missile stockpiles. Prime Minister Netanyahu has declared that the operation will continue for as long as necessary to eliminate Iran's long-range offensive capabilities. In response, Iran has placed its military on high alert and activated its air defense systems nationwide. President Masoud Pezeshkian has vowed revenge, stating that Iran's enemies will regret this miscalculation, while IRGC commanders have promised a retaliation that will be far more painful and destructive than anything seen before. Tensions are boiling over. Tehran has openly threatened US forces in the region, warning that any perceived support for Israel could turn American bases into legitimate targets. Meanwhile, global powers are scrambling a space over Iraq, Jordan, and the Persian Gulf is now closed. Oil prices have surged nearly 6% in hours. The United States has distanced itself from the attack, but Pentagon officials are bracing for potential Iranian counterstrikes. Evacuations of diplomatic staff are underway in several Middle Eastern capitals. European leaders are calling for immediate de-escalation, while the United Nations has convened an emergency session. Regional players like Hezbollah in Lebanon and the Houthis in Yemen are reportedly preparing for mobilization, raising fears that a regional war could spiral into a multi-front catastrophe. Intelligence analysts warn that Iran could retaliate with long-range missiles or drone swarms, potentially overwhelming Israel's air defenses. The risk of full-scale war is real, and the shadow of World War III looms large. Nuclear facilities across Iran are now being further buried or dispersed, and Iran has unveiled a third secret enrichment site, pushing uranium production beyond any international limits. Israel, acting without direct US air cover, has limited capacity to destroy underground bunkers like the Fordo facility. Some fear this conflict could enter a dangerous cycle. Tit-for-tat attacks leading to more death, wider alliances being triggered, and proxy wars igniting across the Middle East. Even as leaders call for calm, the region holds its breath. Civilians are fleeing cities, stock markets are in chaos, and the global order is teetering. If Iran launches retaliatory strikes into Tel Aviv, or targets US naval assets in the Gulf, the situation could spiral beyond containment. This isn't just a regional clash, this is the world standing at a crossroads. A single misstep now could ignite a war far bigger than any we've seen in decades. Stay tuned to Hidden USA Facts as we bring you verified updates, expert breakdowns, and the truth behind headlines in this rapidly unfolding crisis.